So we have 2 pairs of safety pairs. Just in case you take one off, I'll get a second pair.
Really good team building activity. I am planning my own fall party this year. And our fall party is Friday.
If I have any extra, I'll let you guys use mine, okay?
It's really nice. I wanted to open up this one with you and see how much it was different, because this one really looked like things that you could use in the classroom. Person is so watching me vlog right now and it's really uncomfortable. An ultrasound done and make sure everything's okay. And she said that she would call the doctor and get back with me, so. Vlogging on my camera for the first time this week. Monday, October 22nd. And it is Red Ribbon Week this week, so we get to wear like fun stuff every single day. Today is sport/active wear, so I'm feeling so comfy in my Colts sweatshirt. The Colts made me proud yesterday, so I had to sport them. And I am just wearing some leggings, and I was gonna wear tennis shoes to look all active, but it's freezing. It's literally 35 degrees outside and my hair is wet, but it's just, I mean, I went and started my car for the first time this winter. It's not even winter, it's fall, but it's freezing. So I just started my car because I hate being cold. Like, it is the worst thing in the world. I am that one person that is always bundled up in like 75-degree weather. That's me. I am making a tea this morning, a hot tea this morning, because my coworker is giving me coffee. What am I gonna drink my tea in this morning? What am I going to drink my tea in this morning? I kind of have a big one. Oh, this is the one I dropped the other day. Can't. See? Kind of tastes like mint and echinacea. So, do that quite often. So drinking coffee in the mornings. What am I forgetting? Oh, my oatmeal. To warm me up on the way to work, and I don't have coffee this morning, so that's why I made a tea. So I made some oatmeal and I'm going to put the goods in there and get going to school. I am leaving about an hour early today, like an hour before the kids leave type of thing, because I have my 20-week ultrasound, which I'm actually 21 weeks in a few days, but I have my 20-week ultrasound today, so that's so exciting. So this vlog is actually gonna be like in half. It's gonna be a teaching vlog, and it's also going to be a Peters vlog for a bump date update for week 22, halfway point. See if baby Peters is nice and healthy, even though she's perfect just the way she is. I'm gonna put this camera down so I can get going. It's 7:50, so I need to get to school. I do not remember how I left the classroom. Did not go in for fall break at all. So whatever I left it in 2 Fridays ago is how it looks still. And if they cleaned a little bit, sometimes they move stuff around, so it's gonna be a surprise for us all today, so let's go to school. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm a mess right now. I'm gonna have to fill you guys in later because it's 2:55 and my ultrasound appointment is in 20 minutes, so 25 minutes. Let's track of time, long story short, and like, I'm a mess. So, but now I'm just trying to like breathe, and this person is so watching me vlog right now and it's really uncomfortable. Hi. Aw man, I laid this here because I wanted to remember to take it to them. Gosh dang it.
What is it?
Say hi.
Hi.
It's for my maternity leave. I meant to bring it to the doctor's office. It's fine though. So I just got home from my appointment. Everything was good. I can't film. And I just got a few packages. I have to show you this really quickly though. It's impossible to vlog with my husband. I found this on my desk this morning. I have a little note on it that says, Ashley, I saw this book and had to buy it for your baby girl. That's for my principal. How thoughtful is that? This is the sweetest thing ever. And then I have a few packages that I got at home. I got some new Young Living lavender. That's my favorite that I use all the time. And I got something from Amazon. I'm actually not sure what I got from Amazon, so. I forgot I ordered this. I got this on fall break. So I love Essie. That's like my favorite nail color. And this is just, I mean, I had to get this. It's their new color this year. So, you know, it's really funny that it came in this massive box for nail polish, like not necessary. So I would talk to you guys about the end of the day today. So our day, we, okay, hold on. This is actually supposed to be 400. I'm making a pizza, by the way. I can't vlog and do the things at the same time. Shall we do a nursery update? Let's do a nursery update. Huh?
Always a good idea to wear 2 pairs of safety glasses. In case you take one off, you always get a second pair.
So this is the update on the palette wall. It looks good. So today what we decided to do is break up our schedule. We normally have the longest afternoons ever. Oh my gosh, my makeup is all run. So how we normally go is from, the kids come in at about 8:45, and then we have morning meeting, and then we have reading from 9 to 11 o'clock. And then we go to lunch, and then we go to recess normally right after that. Well, when we come back from recess, we have like 25 minutes for ELA extension time is what we call it. And that's kind of like a super skill, do what you need to do type of thing during that time. And we have a lot of, we are an inclusion school, so what that means is kiddos with speech and IEP and all of that stuff, they are in my classroom for like 90% of their day, even like 95% of their day. Like most of the time they're in my room, and sometimes they get pulled out for different things if they need it, if it's on their IEP. Well, our ELA extension time is made for a lot of speech pathologists and our SPED teachers and therapists and all that stuff. They can come in during that time. They can come in during any other time too, but they really don't like to take out core time, if that makes sense. They like to come in during that extension time and give them what they need. So that's only like 25 minutes. And then if we're not like on the ball, we go to specials. So then we go to specials, and then we come back, and for the rest of the afternoon, it is in the classroom and we're doing math, and it is just so long. We do, when we come back from specials, it is 2:25. Specials is 1:40 to 2:25. And when they come back, we do that until 3:50. Like, it is literally the longest afternoon ever. And last year we were able to break it up quite a bit. To where like we would teach a little, then we go to lunch, we come back and teach a little bit more, and then we'd go to specials, and then we'd teach a little bit more, and then we go to recess. Like, it was like the best schedule ever. I hate the schedule this year, but it was just a really long afternoon. So we looked at our schedule and our master schedule, and we asked our principal, hey, how would you feel if we tried to revamp the schedule to where it doesn't affect SPED pullout, because you cannot, I mean, that's like, and E&L, that's like set in stone. Like, you don't want to mess with that because they just have so many kids throughout the school. We don't have like a first grade specific E&L or SPED teacher. Like, they have multiple grades that they take care of. So we can't mess with that. So I said, what if we came up with a schedule that allows us to go to recess later on in the afternoon, and that it really gives us that break that we needed in the afternoon, because we really didn't think that they needed recess right after lunch. Right after lunch, we came back, and you know, I feel like they're totally fine, especially since we have 11 o'clock breakfast, 11 o'clock lunch. I feel like that's a really early lunch anyway. So can we try it? And so we came up with the schedule, we found what works, and we were gonna try it today. So today, basically the only thing that we moved was recess from lunch to the afternoon. And it was phenomenal. It was so nice. I mean, it was really, really nice. The kids, it was weird at first, and we told the kids like way right off the bat, like, hey, it's gonna look different. Move it, you know, we're not taking away recess, don't worry. We are just moving it, and it'll be so much nicer. And they were just like, okay, yeah, you know, if you get really excited about things, they get excited about things. So that's like a #1 tip. Anything that you're doing in the classroom, just be like, oh my gosh, guys, it's gonna be so much better. You're gonna love it. They're gonna be like, okay. Schedule change, right? Well, I walk into my room this morning and I'm like, okay, schedule change. Like, I gotta wrap my brain around 1, getting back to school and just getting back into teaching mode. And 2, we have a new schedule, so that's something. 3, my clock batteries died over fall break, I guess. So I emailed the custodians and was like, listen, my clock batteries are dead. Can you come change them? But they clean our rooms at the end of the day on Mondays. So I was like, just clean them at the end of the day. Like, don't worry about coming in. Because, you know, I had my phone and I just looked off my phone and my computer. But I was thrown off all day long because our schedule times were all changed for everything. Even though we'd still taught the same, we just had to move some stuff around. Times were all different, and then my clock wasn't working, so I was just like frantic all day long. And of course the kids are just like so tired, and we had to redo a lot of procedures, and which is normal stuff. Like the first day you come back, we have to redo a lot of stuff. So long story short, I totally forgot that I was leaving early, and my aide comes in and she was like, hey, and I was like, hi. You're here really early, because she normally comes into my room in the afternoons. And she was like, yeah, well, I'm just 7 minutes early, you know. And I was like, you're what? No, it's not 2:45. And she was like, honey, aren't you leaving at like 2:40? And I was like, oh my gosh, yes. So it was 2:30, and I was frantically moving around and frantically driving home, and it was just, I was such a mess. And then we arrived at our ultrasound like right on time. So I'm a little frantic today, but it's okay because baby girl is totally healthy. I'll give you a sneak peek of one of the ultrasound pics, but you have to go to the Peters channel to check out the rest. Let's see, which one do I want to show you? I want to show you this one because it is the cutest thing ever. Look at this one. You see her? It's got her little arm, her little belly. So cute. I'm gonna make this pizza. This is our favorite pizza. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, and today is collaboration day. So on collaboration day, my team gets together in the morning time to plan and get together and discuss things. And then in the afternoons, we decided to also plan our following week. So we like to plan on Tuesdays, and that gives us plenty of time to get our things ready for the following week. So we're usually uber prepared for the following week. So this morning, I think we're probably going to talk about our new schedule and what worked, what didn't work, probably talk about the IA schedule and make sure that she is being utilized in every setting. So let's start our school day.
We're making this one.
This one?
Yeah. Guys, if I have any extra, I'll let you guys use mine, okay?
It's really nice.
And me.
Is that a 2D or a 3D challenge? 2D, I
Okay.
You did. Let me see.
This way. Let me help them.
Oh, you made a big one. You worked together. Love it.
This is takeaway.
It is takeaway. Very good. Remember not to get them mixed up. The red goes in the addition, and that goes in there. That is 6. You're not peeking through though, are you?
No.
Whew. It was a little rough today. Not terrible, just a little bit. I had to really dig to find my patients. This has been rough coming back from fall break. It's a little different because normally it's rough going into fall break. Like the kids are just tired and done. It was like easy sailing going into fall break. The kids were great. Like it was awesome. And now it's almost like we had fall break too early this year or something. I don't know. But the kids were just really chatty. But they listened and everything. Like they did a great job. We just had to do a lot of stop. You know, when they get too loud or it got too crazy or an unsafe voice level, and you know, I felt like they weren't on topic. I just shut the lights off and I said, guys, we need to have a family meeting, and they know to just come to the carpet. They're sitting quietly. They know they're not in trouble, but we just have to have, you know, I always say, like, we need to do this again because, you know, we are not being safe in the classroom, and, you know, kind of lifts off our rules, you know, being safe, being responsible, be respectful. Like, are we being respectful right now? And have a few kids model, like all of the stuff that you normally do at the beginning of the year, we do now. So, and you got to do that after every break too, but it was just like, whew, I was just really tired today. Look, guys, this is like a birthmark, if you guys ever see that, and it has gotten so red, like really red, being pregnant. I don't know if it's just because I have so much blood pumping in my system, but if you guys ever notice that, it is like one of my birthmarks. So anyways, so this morning we did lesson planning, and that was nice. We got everything done for the following week. I'm actually gonna go back in and kind of fix some things. So how we do our lesson plans is, I think I've told you guys before on Plan With Me's, but we do it on Google Slides, and everybody collaborates. Right now it's really kind of like the 3, because there's 5 of us, 3 of us that are veteran. I mean, I'm more veteran than the other 2, but 3 veteran teachers that we are just kind of like taking command, and then the other 2 definitely chime in when they can, but they're just kind of sitting along for the ride right now because it is their first year of teaching, so they're totally happy with just sitting along for the ride, and sometimes they pop in with some stuff, and that's wonderful and great. So I'm gonna go back in. We weren't totally focused today during meetings, so I'm just gonna kind of look at it and make sure that it's the way we want it. So this is what they look like, and so we kind of switched them a little bit. So every single week we go through, and that's our second page. So see, we didn't really fill in. This is for next week. We did a lot of this, but we did not fill in over here. And I like doing Google Slides because you can add links and stuff too. So, and what's red is in taken for a grade, and yeah. So it's really helpful to have everything online to where we can access it anywhere, and we all know what we're supposed to be taking grades over, because I don't know how it is for other schools, but we have to make sure to have the same grades in everyone's classroom. Like, end goal on the report cards, everyone should have reading test 2.3 and stuff like that. We don't all have to teach the same exact things or give the same exact activities, but the grades have to be the same, and the points have to be the same for all first graders. So that's what else we put in there too, to make sure everybody's on the same page. And it's just really nice because then you can, you know, if we're on the ball, then we can work ahead, and yeah, but today we did not. So I'm going to add some stuff in for math. Right now we're just using everyday math. Reading, we're just kind of doing guided reading and mini lessons. So we're just taking Indiana standards and applying them to what our students need. And we already have a map, a whole curriculum made up for us that we kind of follow. But then we do what's kind of best for our classrooms. It's a little bit more flexible in reading, I think, you know, because my classroom, being the inclusion classroom, sometimes you need to spend a lot more time on certain strategies and skills. And then, but math is one of those things that we have to do every lesson for at least we just have to follow it a little bit better, I guess. And I've heard that we might be going to more of a guided math and more of a flexible math where we won't be doing another adoption. Thank you, Keith. Oops. Our custodian came in. I've heard that we are leaning towards going to a more flexible route for math too, where we're really just working on math standards for first grade and we don't necessarily have to follow lessons. Okay, my camera just shut off for no reason. I need to reapply my lips too. A more flexible approach to math. It's taking me a really long time to explain this. Okay, really quickly, I have to tell you guys about Mystery Doug. If you guys have not been doing Mystery Doug, seriously, you need to be doing it. It is a quick, like 6-minute, even 7-minute, we go into conversation with it, so mine takes about 10 minutes, about science. And it's this guy that, it's almost like a YouTube channel, but he has students ask them questions and he answers them. And he has like this whole video about it. So like, here's this one that we are probably going to do next this week. Just kidding. So let's look at this one. This one, why can't fish breathe on land? So you would click on it and then...
Hi, it's Doug. Near my house is this statue of a fish.
So he answers these questions that kids have, and it's great, and it's real questions from real kids all around the world, and it's just great. And he has a bunch of them that you can look from like past weeks, but what we like to do is the current ones. We technically don't have science on Wednesdays. We use that for extra extension time, but we do have early release, but there's always just like 10 minutes at the end of our day that's perfect for Mystery Doug, and it's just, the kids look forward to it every single week, and it's awesome. And at the very end, after you vote on which one he should do the next week, you pick a kid and they can ask Mystery Doug a question, and they're all like really excited about it. And some of my kids ask the funniest questions. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that because it is a really good resource. It's so much fun. It's really nice for when you have just like 10 minutes and you want to do something with the kids. It's really interactive too. So Mystery Doug, I'll link it below. Okay, I'll show you some goodies that I have for next week, which is Halloween, which is not always a fun thing, but if you know what to do to keep the kids busy, then it won't be so bad. So let me show you. Okay, so I found that. Those are always good. That printed weird. Oh, it's the answer key. Dun, dun, dun. Oh my, I printed them for my whole team, so. Oh my gosh. Okay. I found this cute word search, which is perfect for first grade. Then I found a jack-o'-lantern glyph. And those are always really fun. The kids just have to put what applies to them, and their jack-o'-lanterns come out all different, and it's super cute. So they get this little pumpkin that goes with it. Then we found a candy corn stem challenge that we use with toothpicks and candy corn, so that should be fun. And then next week we have Magic E that we're working on. So we use these every single year, but we printed some off. I already have this printed off and made up, but I printed it off for our newbies, so that you just make wands with popsicle sticks. So that is for that. And then I found this super cute Halloween word work set. So that'll be something different for our little word workstations for Daily 5. So they have, we'll probably get this laminated Friday for next week, but there are 2 sets of words. And then they can either draw a picture of a word that begins with that letter. And then I also printed off this one, a word that begins with each letter. So there's 2 different versions. So I will probably use this version, but I printed this off just in case somebody else on my team wanted that one. So I printed that. what else do I have? And the last thing that I have are these initial sound clip cards. So these are going to be for our, and I printed them off for my whole team too. These are going to be for our low groups who are still working on what initial sound are in words. So this one would be hat, and they would just clip, like I would cut this, and then they would clip with a paper clip if it starts with a g, a h, or a b. So I have at least one group that will love working on this next week during guided reading, and it has a little color in chart response sheet. So I think that's it. Oh yeah, I also found Bump It. So if you guys are not doing Bump It in your classroom, they love it. And this one is really good because it actually has 3 dice, I believe. And I just printed off 12 of them, and then they will have a partner with it. So they love Bump It. So that is it. I'm going home. Tomorrow, I stayed really late today, but it is Tuesday, and I like to prep a lot. I need to turn off my screen. It's like 5:30 or 5:45, so I need to get home. But we will have all of that ready for tomorrow during PLC. So, all right, I will see you guys tomorrow morning, Wednesday.
But other spiders, you could even say there's something kind of cute about them. Look at this one. Or my personal favorite, check out this one. It's called the peacock spider, and it does the little dance. Or not, spiders.
Okay, I have to show you my current situation. Hello guys, it is Wednesday. I have not got a chance to vlog today because I was really late this morning. I wasn't late, I just had no time to pick up the camera. So it is Wednesday, and for drug-free week we are wearing camo. So I've got my camo shirt on. We bought this shirt for our I-Step, so it says do your best on the test. So, I don't know, whatever. Not the cutest shirt, but you know, it gets the job done. Okay, so I've got my door open because it's really hot in here. I am planning my own fall party this year, and our fall party is Friday. So I needed some really quick, really cute ideas to do for our fall party this year. So we call it a fall party, not a Halloween party, even though we can do like Halloween activities. You just got to be mindful of your kiddos' religions. Mine this year should be good. Everybody celebrates and goes trick-or-treating and stuff, so I think I'm pretty safe with doing Halloween stuff. So the first thing that I have got is this bingo, and it's like Halloween bingo, so it's easy. And I've got everything done, ready to go. I have put it in a little Ziploc bag, so on the day of the party, I can literally just pick it up and pass it out, have parents pass it out, and it's good to go. For my crafts, I have a cute little ghost, and I will try and link this blog post. It was free. I will link this blog post. I found it on Pinterest down below, but I just think that that was just super cute, and I just did it in like 2 seconds. But it did take me a while it's 5 o'clock now. The kids left at 3:20, so I've been working on this for a while. But my craft is basically done, and I was able to get everything, like I found everything in my cabinet. So I need, you need like these little black pipe cleaners, or you don't have to hang it. And then I had like a million streamers. I don't know why I had streamers, but I do, and I didn't even use all of them. So that was a perfect thing for me to use, even though it wasn't white. They're fine. And then I have Ziploc baggies, and then we'll need a hole punch on Friday to hole punch the ghosts, so I'll have to go around and hole punch the ghosts. But I thought I would turn around and, sorry, I was done here. I thought I would turn around and show you kind of how I am managing on Friday, because our fall parties are only 45 minutes long. Like, they can't be any longer than that. So we have got to get a lot of fun stuff in. You got to be like super on it, you know. And I've got 4 things planned, and then maybe like a 5th one later on in the day that it's not technically in our fall party, but it's just like, I don't know, kind of like filler thing. And this craft is one of them. So I wanted to show you what I have put in each baggie. So my goal was, if I have parent volunteers or I don't have parent volunteers, I have everything that 5 kids will need in one bag. So their eyes, their mouth, their streamer, their little body, and their hook is all inside this baggie. So I've got 5 baggies because I have 24 students, and I have more than enough just in case that there are like siblings that come to the party every now and then, to keep them busy too. I've got 5 bags here, and I actually need to put this over here for that. So 5 baggies, and then I also have an extras bag just in case. Sometimes we have, like, you know, full-blown meltdowns over I didn't get the mouth that I wanted, so I just made sure that everybody had an extra, and just in case something ripped or whatever, like, you don't want any meltdowns on the fall party. So I have some extras in there, and then I have my example ghost who's looking adorable, so I will probably put that inside the extras bag so it can be an example. And so that is that's my craft. And then my bingo. For my other 2 things that we're doing, because we're doing 4 things, I have a list here because I'm gonna go to the Dollar Tree. I'm gonna take you guys to the Dollar Tree with me today. I have a pumpkin toss. So hot pumpkin is like the cheapest, easiest game. It's like hot potato, and they go around the circle. I emailed one of I have a PTO mom in my room this year who is not my room mom, but she has emailed me and said, I have a ton of like prizes that we got from last year in the Dollar Tree, so I want to bring those in, like, you know, like the finger rings and different, you know, the spider rings, and stickers and random stuff like that. So she has prizes, which is great because I won't have to buy that. But that is what we will use for hot pumpkin. So we'll have some different prizes and stuff that we can use. And I was thinking about buying a few pumpkins. We'll have to see what kind of pumpkins they have at the Dollar Tree, but if I can find like a nice foam one, that will be perfect for tossing the pumpkin. And I was thinking, instead of everyone in a circle, breaking it up into my 5 groups. So those 5 groups will kind of be chilling with each other all day long, and they can play hot pumpkin to where hopefully they can play multiple times, and then we'll have a lot of winners. So I have that, and then I also am going to get goodie bags. So our goodie bags, we are a no candy, a no food school. For allergy reasons, so like no food, no candy at all whatsoever. I had to get approved to do the applesauce and that crock-pot recipe, and I can't even ask to be approved for candy in a fall break. It's just a school policy, a whole district policy, to be honest with you. So inside our goodie bags, we'll just have to see what the Dollar Tree has, but Halloween is next week, so there's still probably a lot of stuff, but I'll probably get things like stickers and erasers and pencils and the light up Bindi bracelets. They love those things. The glow sticks, the glow bracelets, there you go. Different stuff like that. We'll have to see what the Dollar Tree has. And then I am going to do a minute to win it. I think I showed you guys last year my minute to win it. I think it was in my last year's vlog, one of my end of the year games. We play minute to win it, and we do this thing where we have a straw in our mouth and we have to blow and push a spider across the table, or in our case it's a what do we do? I think we do a solo cup. Yeah, the kids have a straw and they have to push the solo cup all the way across the table with their, you know, just by blowing. And then I thought, well, maybe we could push a spider across the table. I don't know. That seems like an easy thing. I have straws here already that we can use, and somebody donated, McDonald's donated a bunch of straws for me one year. So I have a bunch of straws, and then I'll just have to get some spiders. And then I thought about downloading just some tic-tac-toe stuff just in case that I need some extras. I always want to have extras, you know, just in case they seem a little too wild, so you can pick one game over the other, and I don't know, you know, you like to have options the day of. So I might, since we have the spiders, I might print off a tic-tac-toe thing where they can play tic-tac-toe with spiders too. Okay, well, I'm going to clean this stuff up and hide my games and stuff, because that would totally like throw the kids off. They'd be totally psyched for it. And get to the Dollar Tree and see what we can find. So there are children out on the playground. I need to shut my door before they come and talk to me. Guys, quick detour. I just called my eye place to see if my new glasses were in, and they are. I just had a feeling that they were, and they hadn't called me yet. So I am here to go pick them up now. I'm at OSSIP. I go to OSSIP Optometry, and my new glasses are in. So take a look. These are the last time I'm wearing these. They look very similar, so don't get too excited. Well, what do y'all think? I told you they looked fairly the same, but they're a little bit bigger. I don't see the rim as much as I do, so these are a lot, like the lenses are a lot wider, so. You guys like them? They look okay? Alright guys, I'm home now. I figured I'd give you a mini Dollar Tree haul, so let me get my camera set up. It's my husband sneezing downstairs. And I'll show you what I got. I figured I would do a short little Dollar Tree fall party on a budget haul for you today. So I've got 2 bags here. I spent $19.60, and that is a cheap party, I tell you, because all the craft stuff, I was able to use stuff in my classroom, so I guess technically it's more than that if you include the paper and blah, blah, blah. But to me, out of my own pocket, I had to spend $19, and that's not too bad. So these little creepy crawler assorted pack for goodie bags. Got these little eyeballs. Thought those were cute. Comes with 12, and I have 24 kids this year, which is great. I had 25 kids last year, and everything I got at the Dollar Tree, I had to get 3 of them. So I'm so glad that I have 24 this year. It's really nice because I can just get like 2 of the 12 packs, you know? So I got 2 of those for my goodie bags. And then I didn't have to get tablecloths, but I figured it would be a fun, like, decorative touch. And I got 5 of them because I have 5 groups. So I have 5 of these cute little tablecloths. I got the green one, and I also got the black one. Looks like this. So the second bag has the goods. So I could not find the just spider rings. Like, I was just looking for those big, basic spider rings, and I couldn't find them at the Dollar Tree. I found rings, but they were like skeleton, and so I just needed like a flat spider that I could put a straw through and blow across the table, and I couldn't find it. So my original game is to play with cups. For the end of the year, Minute to Win It is to play with cups. So I just decided to get these cups, and there were 14 in one, so I decided like they can keep the cup. It's paper, like it's not too exciting, but they can keep the cup if they want to, and their straw because germs. And they'll just put this on the table. So it will, how the game will go is the cup will tip over, and there'll be 5 of them in a group, so 5 of them in a race, and they'll line their cups up, and they'll take a straw, and they'll blow at the cup, and whoever gets the cup off the table wins. So they'll get a prize for that. My gift baggies, I was really excited that I had just one that had 25 in it. So that was really nice. So I will have plenty of those. Condense it into one bag here. I got these because I thought they were necessary. I got some pencils because, you know, I'm a teacher, gotta get those pencils. I actually hate Dollar Tree pencils because they like completely eat up in the pencil sharpener, but I'll tell them that they can just take them home and use like the handheld pencil sharpeners for them. They have the plastic coating over them and I just absolutely hate them. I also hate Target pencils too, by the way. Is it just me? Like, they have the cutest pencils at Target and at the Dollar Tree, but they get completely eaten up in the pencil sharpener. Like, I hate them. So I stopped buying them because I was over it. And the lead breaks really easily too. So is that just me? Let me know if it's just me. But you know, they still enjoy it, so they can take it home and sharpen it. I got these erasers, which I will keep in class anyways. And I've used these before and the kids love them, so. I went ahead and decided to get the rings. See these little spider rings? This is what I wanted for everybody, but I couldn't find a pack that had all of them, and I wasn't about to buy just a bunch of them and not even know how many spider rings were in it. Like, it doesn't even tell you how many spider rings are in it. So I figured they could have the rings though in their goodie baggies. And then last but not least, for my pumpkin toss game, I'm gonna so regret this, but I could not find a plastic pumpkin for pumpkin toss. So we're going with glitter. It's going to be a royal wreck, and they're probably gonna get glitter all over them, but it's gonna be fun, you know, glitter pumpkins. So they do have these little sticks on them, so I'm just gonna break the sticks off. I don't know what these are for. Probably to put, maybe to put, I don't know, decorations to put in food or in the yard, I don't know, but I'm just gonna break the sticks off and they will toss these little pumpkins for hot potato. That is all my party stuff that I have, so that is nice. I'll have to save that receipt. But I also had to get these bad boys. These are all over Pinterest and Instagram, and I just haven't grabbed them yet. I just haven't found them. I have them at the Dollar Tree, and my use for these is I would like to use these at my guided reading. So with guided reading, for Jan Richardson, they want you to have kiddos from, you know, pre-reader all the way to reading A, like level C. They want those readers to be tracking. So I have the little witch fingers for that, and they put their little witch fingers on and they track the words. But after C, they recommend not, obviously to each their own. But for my after C level kids, I thought they are about to be introduced, like, they're diving into retail and comprehension and being able to tell me what they've been reading about. So I thought that these would be super cute. After they get done reading, they are going to retail with your little retail guy. So I don't know, we'll name them and like retail buddies or something like that, I don't know. And they will get to retail with their reading buddies. So they will get to tell them what the story was about or what the characters were or whatever skill we're working on. So these came in a pack of 6, which is perfect because my guided reading groups do not go over 5. I'm gonna use those all year long at my guided reading for my level C and beyond groups. So that's my haul. That's my haul. Hi, Lace. Hi. Do you want to say hello? Yeah? Yeah? Do you want to go to the fall party? Oh, I'm sure you do. Yeah, I know. Oh, that would be too crazy if you went to the fall party. So that is it for today. I will see you guys tomorrow on Thursday. Thursday is prep day for me. You guys know that. So I have all of my copies ready, and I've got some fun other Halloween things that I showed you some stuff, but I've just got some extra stuff that I need to prep for next week for my copy mom on Friday. My copy mom's actually coming in tomorrow. That's the lady that's coming in to help me with these baggies. But she'll come in to do copies on Friday and then help me set up for the party on Friday as well. And I'm pretty sure I have a plastic pumpkin somewhere, so we can use that for the prizes and stuff. So should be fun. I am going to make dinner now, or maybe have Greg make dinner for me because my rib hurts again. Guys, this bump, can we just take a moment? Like, that's me sucking in. she was looking large today. So the kids actually were so cute today. They noticed a lot. I mean, this shirt is kind of tighter on me anyways. I feel like it's a little tight on me now. But the kids are now noticing like big time. They're like, oh my gosh, Mrs. Peters, your baby is getting so much bigger, you know. And the boys are like, is it because you're eating too much food? And I'm like, shut up. No. And I was like, yeah, I eat the food and the baby eats some too. I said, but the baby grows just like you grow, and just a little bit faster. And they're just like the cutest thing in the world. I told them about at the ultrasound, the little baby gave me a thumbs up and they thought it was the funniest thing. That was my share time this morning during morning meeting. And then every single day, at the end of the day, there's a group of girls that say, goodbye, baby. Like, they hug me. I give them a hug or a high five at the end of the day. And these girls give me a hug and we do like a secret handshake. And then they now have added, from the secret handshake, they look at my belly and say, hi, baby. Bye, baby. See you in the morning. And it is the cutest, most darling thing ever. I just love them. I'm going to miss this group. But I'm not going to start thinking about that now because I have a while. I have a few months, so. All right, I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday and I'm late for school. I need to go. I had to put on a different lip color because that lip sense, that red that I was wearing before, wasn't going on very well, So today is Red Day, as you can tell. It is Red Day for Red Ribbon Week. So this is the week that we are staying true to being drug-free and bully-free at our school. And today is Red Day, which I love breaking out the red lips. It's so much fun. So, all right, I'm late. I'm supposed to be at school like right now and I'm still like 7 minutes away. So I'll see you guys in the classroom.
Show me all the places I've never known. And we'll chase the night, erase all of these broken dreams in flight, and we'll fly.
It's after school. And today was a horrid day. Today was a day. The kids are, is it a supermoon or something? Because the kids are bonkers, so bonkers. And I tried every technique known to man. I mean, I shut my lights off just like I tell you guys all the time. Like I shut my lights off. I ding my little ding and they know to just stop what they're doing and come to the carpet because we need to have a family meeting. And then send them back, try it again, have a few role models, see who else can role model. And then we stopped and did a little yoga. We did cosmic yoga, which I've told you guys like is miracle workers. We did brain breaks, which made it worse. I gave them 2 minutes to talk, which is funny, but I gave them like 2 minutes to talk to get everything out that they needed to get out in 2 minutes. And then they needed to be done and we needed to work. Yeah, that didn't work. Did balloon breaths, which is a conscious discipline thing, where we go like this. I go. Or you could even pump it and go. A lot of different types of breaths that we do with the kids every single day. We actually start our morning with it, and usually it does a good job. If I say, guys, I'll just stop, shut the lights off, stop and say, guys, we need to take a second. We have a lot of talking going on, and I'm never mad. I'm never mad at the kids when I'm saying this because I don't want to destroy that classroom climate that I have. I still want it to be a happy, safe, positive classroom. And I also want kids to know that it's okay to make mistakes, but like there's got to be a balance too, where I've told them, okay, I told them, you know, this is what I've been trying with you today to get us to focus, and you've got to throw me a bone here. You know what I mean? Like, we got to get something done today. Morning was not that bad. Morning was actually really good, but the afternoon was just so rough. So I tried the balloon breath, and then I was just done. I was absolutely done. I was like, I'm not going to ask them to do anything else for me today. We are not going to teach anything else. I did a math exit ticket, which had 4 problems on it, and that took a few of them like an hour to do, because I had to tell them to stop talking, and the monster almost came out today. Monster about came out today, and I just had to have the biggest come to Jesus moment so many times today to give myself that patience and breath that I need. So, I had to send a few kids that were just 100% out of control over to another teacher, and that helped a little bit, but they were doing the same, you know what I mean? Like, the buddy teachers are doing the same, so it's all the kids right now. Unfortunately, I think this is going to be here until after Halloween. I think we'll be struggling until after Halloween. At the end of the day, I sat them down before we cleaned up, because as soon as I put on our clean up end of the day pack up song, I knew it would be like the most chaotic pack up cleanup that's ever been known to man. So I shut the lights off, had them do a regular cleanup, so clean up what they were working on. It was like a math station. I tried to do math stations and it failed miserably, so I stopped because I wasn't going to just, I didn't want to like yell at them. You know what I mean? I was at the point where I was so frustrated that I was losing patience. So that's when I stopped the activity. I did not get mad at them. I just said it's time to clean up, and I'm gonna be looking for excellent role models sitting quietly on the floor. About half of them did, you know, a few seconds to just kind of like breathe, and they cleaned up, came to the floor, not knowing what's happening, right? Like, they had, like, this is how a mess they are today, is that they can't even like read you. Down on the floor, and I said, you know, I'm not upset with you. I said, but today we did not get very much learning in, because we were so unfocused and we were very, very chatty, and Mrs. Peters has thrown you so many strategies to do, like yoga and breath, and I gave you time to talk, and it still wasn't enough. I said, so we cannot do science today. And I wasn't saying like we're not doing science. I wasn't trying to be mean, but I was trying to let them know, like, a real world experience type of thing. If we can't get our stuff done, then, you know, I'm not gonna try and do science with us today. And they were a little bummed. And I said, but I think what needs to happen is we just need to read a story, and that will help us calm down. We will try and get better as readers and listen to somebody read. And I chose somebody that wanted to read a Halloween story to the class. And it was more of a positive way to handle the situation than yelling at them and having them put their heads down and telling them that they were chatting all day and we got nothing done. And then at the very end, you know, I asked, you know, were they good listeners for you today? And they were like, yes, and they actually were. So that's a good tip, is to let your kids read to each other when you are mentally done. And they're probably done listening to you too, you know? Like, a lot of them were tuning me out today, and yes, that drives you crazy as a teacher, but don't fight it. Don't fight it, because you will lose. Don't tell them that, you know, they aren't listening, and you know, when it gets that bad. It's just all of them. So I did it again. We read another one because it was time. Like, it was, we still had time before the bell rang. So I'm like, we're just gonna continue doing this until the bell rings, because this is what's working. I think we got like 2 Halloween books in, and they loved it. So, and then I just let them chat at the end of the day, because I just didn't want to fight them anymore. But it was a rough day. We didn't get very much done. We got, isn't that funny how you have all day long but still didn't really feel like you got anything done? I feel like I didn't get any mini lessons done. I feel like I did guided reading this morning with 3 groups, which is great. And we did daily 5, and the morning was great, but then the afternoon was just, you know, it took us a really, really long time to do a 4-problem exit ticket for math. And it was hard. Like, the kids thought it was really hard when it shouldn't have been that hard. So I don't know if I'm going to pitch those or not and try it again next week.
And my camera died, so Not my camera, my memory card. I ran out of memory card room. Yeah, so we had a rough day today, but it's okay because tomorrow is Friday, and you know, if talking is your biggest issue, you're doing pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you have to find the positives in your bad days. Like, why were they bad? Why were you stressed? Try and find, not excuses, but more of reasons. You know, what could you do tomorrow? If they were talking a lot, like tomorrow is our fall party, which is really exciting, but you know, they're going to be so excited tomorrow. So it's probably going to be worse. So I'm just not going to expect as much out of them tomorrow. And I will know not to do a whole lot of stuff in the afternoon. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like, you know, you just gotta know your kids, and don't fight it. Don't fight it. Do something more fun. Like today, this morning, ooh, my rib is just killing me. Sorry, guys. It takes my breath away. Like, what do we need right now? Like, what does my class need to get through the day? Should have got it on camera. I wish I would have, but it was perfect. It was the best hour of the day, was after lunch. But we played a little game together, and it was like a team building game, and we usually only do those at the end of the day if they win teacher versus student, but I decided to just do it today. And I said, guys, we're gonna play Down by the Banks, because that's their new game that they love right now, you know, Down by the Bank by the hanky panky. And they enjoyed it. They really enjoyed it. And you know, it got some energy out. It made me laugh, you know, because the kids were able to smile, and they weren't too crazy with it. And it was just a really good team building activity. And then when I said class, they said yes, yes. And I said, I wonder if you can line up quietly for lunch when I say go, because we played this game and you were building such good teamwork. And I'm so proud of you, because that's the best thing that we've done all day together. And they were just super motivated too, you know. It definitely lost its power because it's just one of those days, but it worked for a little bit. So I'm so tired. Tomorrow is school spirit day and our fall party. So my room, I have one of my room moms came in and helped me stuff some baggies today, so that was really helpful. So tomorrow will be Friday, and tomorrow will be our fall party, and it will be glorious. 4:30. So I am gonna leave. It's 4:30. I'm gonna leave because I'm tired. My rib hurts. It was a rough day, so I'm just leaving. I'm leaving my mess. I need to do my copies in the morning. My copy mom is coming in tomorrow, so I'm going to put it on my desk to remind myself in the morning. So I will see you guys in the morning.
Good morning, everyone. It is 7:40 and I am clearly not dressed for school. I need to go sit down. I am not going into work this morning. I took a half day morning, which is 12:15 is when we go in for half days. So let me update you a little bit. You guys have probably heard me complain probably once or twice. I don't always put it in the vlogs, but I do complain quite a bit about it. I complained about my rib pain. I've talked to you guys every now and then about my ribs and how they just, or my rib, just one hurts, you know, right here, right under my chest. And I talked about how it's so much worse now that I'm pregnant. And I thought that, you know, normally my ribs just hurt whenever I'm overstuffed or when I eat too big of a meal. And it's just like this uncomfortable feeling. So I've been to the chiropractor twice in the last month thinking that it was my ribs. And that's what I've always done, you know, to just go and try and fix it. And it's always either like, I don't know if it works, but it just kind of always went away. And it was never really bad. Like it was always just uncomfortable, you know? Well, yesterday, I felt it starting to come on at Target, but it was just like normal, like annoying. I don't know. I was just thinking it was just uncomfortable. But it started to get worse, like really, really bad, like severe. Hurts when I breathed in really hard. When I ate my dinner, it made it like so much worse. I was in so much pain, guys. And called the doctor in the morning because our office opens at 8 o'clock and I didn't think that anything was wrong with the baby because she was just kicking and being fine last night. I decided to just wait until 8 o'clock this morning to call my doctor and ask my OB and ask what she wanted me to do. Went to bed and could not fall asleep. Like, it was excruciating. I could not, it was so bad. I cannot describe to you the pain. Basically was just up since 3 and I decided not to go back to sleep because I was over it. So fast forward a few hours, here I am updating you all. Your absence has been approved. I have no sub though. So, which I was actually kind of hoping that I wouldn't have like a real sub. If we don't have a sub, then like a real sub, then our first grade instructional assistant comes in. So our IA, I've told you guys before that we share her within the 5 first grade classrooms and she will pop in and it's just so much smoother. I hate it for her because it definitely ruins her day, but I don't think she minds it. I think she enjoys coming in and just kind of being with the kids, and especially on party day. You know, today is party day, so I'm hoping that Jamie will be in there because she's really, really good with the kids and she knows my schedule, she knows the kids, and it would just be so much better for the kids to be chill and have like a normal morning. So I'm praying that that's what happens. Okay, so update. We got through to the triage nurse. Like, it took until 8:20 to get a hold of somebody, and she made it seem like it was growing pains. She was like, "Oh honey, it's just growing pains. Get a belly band." And I was like, I'm sorry, I've gained 4 pounds. That's it. I asked her if she could please get in touch with a doctor so I can be seen. Like, I took the morning off to be seen and I want to be seen. I would like an ultrasound done and make sure everything's okay. And she said that she would call the doctor and get back with me. So that is what I'm waiting on now. I finally called back and talked to the triage nurse again, and they gave me the same line. They said, well, I'll call the doctor, tell him that you're in a lot of pain, and call you back. And I'm like, okay. I'm calling and trying to get a hold of the doctor for 2.5 hours now. I think it's life-threatening, and I don't think that it's harming the baby. So, I'm just going to go back into work. She finally called back and said, okay, I talked to the doctor and he says that he wants you to go to labor and delivery, which instantly freaked me out. I mean, I was just like, what, why? You know, and I got upset and I'm like, do you think it's labor pains? And she was like, no, we don't. We just think that, you know, they can monitor you a lot better there than what we can. And I said, why can't I just come into the office for an ultrasound? And she said, well, they can monitor you a lot better there. And I was like, okay. So I don't want to go to labor and delivery without Greg. So I think I'm just going to go back into school. I took some more Tylenol, get to school, and maybe I can tough it out until after school and we can figure out what to do then. Annoying little setback in this week's vlog. Really sorry if you're annoyed by this. I don't even know how much of this I'll put in because, let's be honest.
Hot pumpkin, hot pumpkin, hot pumpkin, hot pumpkin, stop!
How do we go? And he speaks Spanish.
He speaks Spanish?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, look how cute!
It's not breaking.
Oh.
I guess they're just normal balls.
Well, that was the biggest fake it till you make it that I've ever done in my life. Fall party was a success, so that's good. Kids had fun. Then we watched Magic School Bus at the end of the day, so Oh, Greg's already home, so I'm gonna go home and we are going to labor and delivery. So I will update you guys later because I'm not just gonna leave you hanging, even though it's the end of the weekly vlog. But I'm sure you're probably curious, so I will let you know what they say at labor and delivery. Good morning. Ready for breakfast? I know, it's such a pretty morning. What do you think about this tree? It's a pretty tree. It's my favorite tree we have. It's so pretty right now. Come here, I have a question for you. Hey, sit. Do you want to go to Starbucks? You too. I have some bad news. We need to talk. They couldn't give me a pop cup at Kroger. So, you know what, maybe I can just give you like a little tiny piece of whipped cream. Look at you go. You already know what's up. All right, let's do it over here. Aw, is it good? You're welcome. That was from my drink. That's true love. I think there's a package on my doorstep. Come on, Lace. Ugh. Okay. Oh, my makeshift tripod is not working because I'm too lazy to hook it up. I'll add my essential oils box. That's better. All right, guys. So, it is now Sunday, the following week. So I wanted to update you guys on what's been happening. I am fine, baby is fine, but I definitely had to take this week off because it was just a lot going on, and I felt like I just really needed to rest and figure out why, you know, I was in pain, and I just did not want to edit, to be 100% honest with you. Like, recap, I called my OBG and I had chest pain, like right here. So it was really high, and it was all the way over and all the way around my back. So I've had this pain before. Like, I injured myself in high school, popped a rib out of place playing soccer. It told me I'd always have problems with it. So I really wanted to go to the chiropractor, but the chiropractor was not open on Fridays. They're only open on Mondays, Wednesdays, or they're open on Fridays, but it was too late by then. So they
I couldn't get in. So I tried to get into my OB to try and figure out what was wrong. What can I do for the pain? Because Tylenol wasn't cutting it and I just wasn't sleeping. And I was just, I mean, you guys saw me. I was like in total distress. He said chest pain needs to go to labor and delivery. And that was just like, I was in a lot of pain, but I didn't, that was really traumatic. I did not want to have to do that, to have to go through that. Don't mind me. I just haven't done anything with myself this morning, so. This is raw coffee and firsties right now. We went in, they took a million tests. It was traumatic, but everything was fine and baby's fine. They basically just said, sorry, we can't help you. And that was really, really defeating. So I just felt, I was just in no mood to update you guys. I was upset because I didn't know it was wrong. I knew it was some simple answer that needed to be fixed, and I was just praying that I could get some type of rest before Monday before I went to my chiropractor. And lo and behold, my chiropractor was like, honey, I know exactly what that is. So she fixed me. It was a, so your manubrium is down there too, but your sternum is right here. And they have, joints that connect your ribs to your sternum. And my joint had become so inflamed from me doing something, picking something up, twisting it somehow from that injury a long time ago. But it had gotten so bad, and pregnancy loosens your joints too. So she said that that could have something to do with it, but it had gotten so inflamed that it basically pushed my whole rib, because your rib is connected all the way around. It pushed my whole rib all the way around and caused severe pain. Like it almost feels like you've broken your rib. Can't lay down, and it was just excruciating. And so she felt around, she popped me, cracked me, readjusted me. I almost punched her in the face, but I instantly felt like that pressure just felt better. And she told me to go home and ice it, and that's what I've been doing for an entire week, and I feel so much better. I'm sleeping. It's, yeah, we're back. Happy that my doctor sent me to labor and delivery, but mad that I kind of had to go through that emotionally. Do you know what I mean? It could just be me, but I'm just really sensitive about that. Anyways, I got 2 packages in the mail, so I thought that that would be a fun way to end this vlog instead of me ending on a ugly note, even though it's a good note. It's like everything's fine and I'm feeling better. Let's open up Amazon first, because I think, I think this is my maternity dress. And I'm so excited about it. It's like those basic off-the-shoulder dresses that you've seen before. Jeez, had it like wrapped 12 times. I had to pause to make some breakfast and to turn on Christmas music. One of those off-the-shoulder dresses, just the white dresses, but it is so soft. I cannot wait to take maternity pictures on that. It's gonna be gorgeous. My second package, I'm excited about. So I told you guys in my unboxing video of the Pamper Teacher that I was trying out 2 different boxes from 2 different companies, because they both seemed like their boxes were so different. The Pamper Teacher was all about pampering yourself as a human and remembering to take time for yourself. And I loved their box. Like I absolutely loved their box, and I'll definitely put both of them down below. But the Teacher's Crate also sent me a box. I wanted to open up this one with you and see how much it was different, because this one really looked like things that you could use in the classroom, treating yourself as a teacher. So I love those 2 options. So if you're looking for a subscription box and you're not sure which one to do, here's 2 of them for you. That they're 2 wonderful, wonderful companies. So this is, so they told me that this was their October box, but it looks like they sent November stuff, which is really exciting. So I cannot wait to dive in here for you. I definitely see things that are going to be used in the classroom, whereas the Pamper Teacher is things for you to kind of take time for yourself, to kind of like treat yourself type of thing. So yeah, let's dive in. Let me show you. So this is what I look like when I open the box. We've got these cute little frillies on top. T-shirt, which is going to be exciting. I can't wait to see what this looks like. Oh my goodness, I might have to do a little try on for you guys. Oh my goodness. All right, let's dive in this thing. All right, so the first thing that I see is this T-shirt. Obviously, like that's like the cutest. Isn't that cute? And it's brown, so I love that. I don't have anything brown, so that's really fun. And the colors pop. Such good material. I love this shirt. So stinking cute. We've got little library pockets, which I feel like you can always use these things, like all the time. In fact, I am having my kids do some sight words. Coffee break. My kids have sight word cards that they are using this year, and these can be like glued in their little fluency folders, and they can put their little sight word flashcards inside. So this is perfect. I absolutely love this. A lot of this stuff looks like things from the teacher store. So just FYI, all of these things are things that I have definitely seen in the teacher store before. This one are ombre turquoise scalloped stickers. I feel like you can always use stickers. These can be great for name tags, especially if you have like a winter party or something. Oh my gosh, I love this Christmas song. It's the Where Are You Christmas from the Grinch. It's such a good song. Ooh, I am so happy to see these because I actually ran out of my notepad at work. Like literally like Friday, I ran out, and these are so cute. They're little arrows. And this is just like a notepad. It's the Eureka notepad. It has 50 sheets in it. So very excited about these because I just ran out. They are stickers, alphabet stickers, and they kind of poke out a little bit. So I might use them at teacher table and have them trace it. They might be too little to trace, but I don't know. I'll let you know. They're kind of bumpy. So for my students that still don't know all of their sounds, I might be using this for them to kind of trace and feel, kind of like an Orton Gillingham thing at guided reading table. So I'm excited to see these. Adorable pin. It's got little caramel apples on them. I wasn't sure what those were at first. So they've got adorable little caramel apples on them. Love it. Chalkboard bright small note sheet. So I think this is a clingy dry erase. Christmas, why can't I find you? Yeah, maybe I should turn the music off because I can't do this at the same time. And it is a big sticky dry erase thing, and it comes with a little dry erase marker and this big message board. So I really like this. I kind of want to start maybe write like little special things that are happening that day, kind of like different things that are from our agenda, like things to look forward to or reminders. This will be great for that because I don't really have anything going on with that right now. 50 sheets of letter paper, and this is darling. I love that. I love, love, love using these letter papers. So cute. And it is for inkjet and laser printers, and the print looks like that. Adorable. All of this stuff is fantastic. I'm gonna have to take a picture of it. Let me go try on this shirt for you really quick so you can see. Here's the shirt and the bump glory. This was a really great box too. If you are interested in a teacher subscription box, definitely go look at my unboxing video as well. Like I said, this one is definitely more of things that you can use in the classroom. Everything are things that you can use in the classroom. And I love how different they are because the other box was really more taking time for yourself and remembering your health and your mental health. And mental health is so important to teachers. So thank you so much, Teacher Crate, for sending me this box. I loved sharing it with everyone. A great box for first year teachers because they don't have a whole lot of things. So if you're a first year teacher, this is like the perfect box for you. But any of my other veteran teachers, if you already have all of this stuff, the Pampered Teacher might be the better option for you because they are gonna send you things that are going to remind you to take time for yourself. All right, guys, well, I'm going to be ending this here. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I know it was kind of random and a little scary there for a second, but I assure you I am fine. And this was a great way to end it. This was a fun little thing for me to share with you guys. So I will leave the links for all of this stuff down below so you can have it. Like 8 away from 2,000 subscribers, which is so cool. Love that I am able to grow my YouTube family. You guys are my favorite on this teaching journey that I'm on. I love just sharing my life with you every single week. So don't forget to hit subscribe and like this video because it really does support my channel. And I appreciate it. I appreciate all of your love and comment and support, and you guys are the best. You're like my extended tribe, my extended teacher tribe. We'll see you tomorrow. I will vlog tomorrow on Monday. So Monday, November 5th. So I will see you tomorrow. Bye.